That's cool. In this game, we've got Kunkka and Ursa. I don't think has worked out for anyone yet today. I believe every single Ursa pick today is lost. Which just goes to show how much of a pub stomp hero that is. Like, when you play against the Ursa can't do Ursa things, and then he's not as good. Storm Spirit pickup. Storm Spirit's also kind of pub stomp. Like, both of these heroes are pretty pub stompy. But also, this is a team full of like immortal players. So if there's any team that can play a pub stomp lineup and beat such an established team, it's going to be one of these super OAA or Dota tech skill teams, definitely. All right, Glacian, you got to stop making that clicking noise, or you got to mute yourself.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
Shadow Shaman pickup. Shadow Shaman's been so popular all day today, and really for the last like week, but not picked up that much before that. Like, he's kind of a hidden pick that really hit the meta hard over the last week or so, and now we've seen him get first picked this tournament. We've seen him be banned in the first phase of bans this tournament. Like, this is actually a decently long time for a Shadow Shaman to last in the hero pool with how things have been going. Let's see how they decide to respond. I noticed that the Dire team has a lot of lockdown. You know, if the Shadow Shaman ever gets his shackles on the Storm Spirit, that Storm Spirit's just dead. That's a dead Storm Spirit. And of course, the Kunkka boat is another thing that's very challenging for the Storm Spirit to get in on and deal with. And Necro's just an all-around solid hero. So I really like this Dire team right now. But let's see what Radiant can manage to glue together these super snowbally dual core that they've drafted. Venomancer? I like Venomancer. He's really good at establishing space and holding it because his wards go really crazy late game. And the wards are also great for farming early game. And, you know, he just does a lot of damage. I like Venomancer a lot. If you can manage to solve his mana problems early on, you can farm extremely quickly, get a lot of farm, and if anyone ever tries to contest you, especially if they try to contest you while you're farming, they don't stand a chance because you have like 8 wards up while you're farming usually, because you're usually setting up a giant army of wards
Chris.
in between 2 camps. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last level of Veno wards is bugged.
How so?
It's doing less damage than it should. I think the scaling's messed up or something. It's supposed to do like 720 and ends up doing like less than 500.
Which
yes,
are you talking about?
Yeah, that is true. It does do that. So word damage. No, word damage is supposed to go up to 240. You're wrong. And then it gets.
Tooltips?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that on the tooltips.
I'm looking at the tooltip right now in game.
What? Oh,
yeah, I am too.
Take it with a 3x. Sorry, with a 3x.
Yes.
Which one are we talking about?
3x. I know the 3x on their HP works. I thought it worked on their damage as well. You know what? I think the 3x might be giving them 2x.
Oh. But the tooltip is definitely 3 times.
The tooltip definitely says 3x, yeah, but I'm really quite sure that it's giving them 2x because I really think they end up doing 480 damage.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So I think that the talent ends up being 2x. But either way, a ward with, you know,
oh, yeah, they
3,400 HP that lasts 40 seconds and does 400 damage, and you can just poop them out constantly. You get all the cooldown reduction you can, and it's great.
Okay, Chris, you were right. Didn't Rise Dagger used to give 150% spell out?
It did, yes.
Okay, that was when Huskar could do it. But not anymore because it's been nerfed to what, 75?
Because I think he needs like 500 more percent spell amp in order to one-shot him. Either way, Mariah's was only like that for like 2 weeks, so.
And no, because if you had It was Mariah's, Kaya, Etherblade, um, oh, Veil of Discord. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. It doesn't probably matter all that much. It was Veil of Discord. E-Blade, Mariah's.
If you can manage to set up a scenario where Rubik steals the ultimate, it'll do the same amount of damage as old Mariah's did.
No, I was doing Ghost regular Huskar. I think
No,
I might have missed an item.
You didn't understand my sentence. If you manage to set up a situation where you can steal it with Rubik, you'll do as much damage as the old Mariah's did. So you can test your theory and see if that's correct. I know that you did it with pure Huskar, but my point is that if you wanted to test if it was possible with old Mariah's, you currently can in-game.
They banned Spectre.
I still think Spectre's strong. A lot of people have been saying that Spectre's not strong, and I think they are dumb idiots. Spectre's amazing. Ban the Terrorblade, interesting. Oh wow, the pub star lineup by OTA is actually at least ahead in kills. Oh, they're pretty behind in gold though. That kill score is misleading. I think they just won the first duel and then they've been getting fucked ever since. Oh my god, is this the earliest ancient steal fucking ever? No, they can't do this.
What's the time?
They're gonna die.
6 minutes.
Yeah. Oh god, no.
No, they're partner farming, both teams together.
They are. Both teams are simultaneously farming this camp while not taking it, but I think a lot more of Dire Team are in range of it. Ooh, but Nail jumps across and in on the team. Oh, what a duel.
In the duel too, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, back in this game we get the last pick, a Gyrocopter. Cool. Well, yeah, they got some decent, like, rooting and lockdown and slows. They got a lot of slows. This team actually has a ton of slows.
What are the first two picks? I don't see them.
The Radiant team is Ursa, Storm Spirit, Venomancer, Tree, and Gyrocopter. The Dire team is Kunkka, Necro, Shadow Shaman, Pangolier, and Medusa. What an interesting last pick.
That was cheeky what Nails just did.
What, did he put his Bloodstone on the courier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually, no, he's just going to suicide into the team. It's what you do. It's actually, like, kind of standard.
Is Bloodstone any good?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get your charges up on the Storm Spirit early on, you can just start zipping around. If you get to level 25 and get the talent, you can just start dumping remnants all over the map constantly without ever stopping, and it's just... It's so much damage, and there's very little counterplay, because he can zip well past your team, and then zip well past it again, and back to his own well, and do it again over and over and over again. And then you just collect them charges. I've seen like an 80 Bloodstone charge Storm Spirit before. They don't actually run out of mana. I'm so excited to see that thing come on. Alright, so this team right here, let's get a closer look at these team composition and who's playing what. Larno farming on the Necrophos, very cool. Gishkim doing stuff. Mr. Random's usually their core carry player, so it makes sense to see him on the Medusa. So I guess we're definitely going to see a farming Medusa, probably. Mr. Random doesn't usually fight too much early. We'll probably see him just going for the experience camps. I feel like OTA is always playing from behind. I'm not sure how they... except for that one kindergarten scrim where they were ahead all early game and then just got like crushed right around minute 6 because they took a way too late of boss and kindergarten stole our ancients with TP boots. And if your ancients get stolen, the enemy has TP boots, you like lose because it's just so much gold generated for the enemy team. And then they can press their advantage. They can just keep fighting into you, knowing that they have 1 to 2 more items than you. And even if you manage to last through the whole bossing phase, once they're 6 slotted, they spend all their extra cores on watchtowers to make it so that they can see the whole map, and then they just fight into you. They stop taking bosses once they're full. They just fight you. And they don't let you take bosses anymore. They don't let you kill their towers because they take too long to kill. They just fight you. It's awesome. These guys... What happened to the cave? Damn.
Oh boy.
That's a pretty funny question to ask. What happened to the cave? Hope you weren't depending on that, because that hasn't been in the game for a long time.
You guys
What's
ran
weird
out of
also is
creeps.
that was coming from the No Anime team, which are like the really high Dota MMR people.
They must have been joking.
Maybe they were watching old tournament replays to try to learn the meta. And
Oh, that'd be funny.
the last major was on the old map. Although the last 2 tournaments, the minor and the Techland community, have both been on the new map, so who knows. Alright, this first duel, Pangolier a great level 1 duel. We see him not going for the immediate Rush Javelin build, like the Perso in Kindergarten does. Perso in Kindergarten actually doesn't buy any items level 1 at all. And after you get your 2 bounties, if you then get 2 more after the duel, he only needs about 50 gold to afford a Javelin. Then you just get level 1 Javelin, and you just swashbuckle people to death at level 1, and it's hilarious, and it works.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Ooh, man. What is this? Oh, nice. The underdogs are going to get a perfect duel to start this game, which is pretty cool. Alright, so I'm definitely rooting for Radiant Team in this specific match. They're the underdogs here. They're pretty low seeded, but they have really high Dota MMR players on their team, so they've been playing really, really well. And then the Dire Team, these guys are favored to make it all the way to finals. Some people say they'll win. I think I still favor Kindergarten personally, but definitely these guys stand a solid chance of getting all the way to the end. So if this other team could take a game off them, it would be a huge showing. Alright, great rotations here. The Dire team tries to rotate in and take some camps, but the Radiant team is just playing so aggressively. They don't have a single hero on their high ground right now at all. They're just letting the camps stack up. And they're just establishing this position and making sure that they can claim these experience camps. A tree might even just sit invisible next to the experience camps for a very long time, just because he can. Where is he going? Oh, he's trying to help the Ursa. I'm not sure who got that. I feel like the Pangolier probably got that. Yeah, you see him buying an item. So I think the Pangolier managed to steal that. That's great. Endodo tried to do something about it, but at least he's a tree and just gets to go be a tree and hide somewhere. He's like, go ahead, I don't care. I'm going to be invisible in 2 seconds, and I'm a tree. You can't kill me. It's not even worth a scan to reveal. Ooh, alright. They're going to get a kill on Walks maybe here. Walks does have the Shrine available to him. He doesn't think... Oh, no, the Shrine already did get popped. Yeah, so that's actually what made him survive there. I usually like to go Q and E because I think Shackles is better than Hex early game because you're usually going for kills with a partner anyway. So having that long Shackle is super duper good because it's just a longer disable. Even though you're channeled so not able to put out damage during it, you know, that's not usually what you're going for early game with a Shadow Shaman. Really great early game here so far for this No Anime team. And you see them just continuously rotating in, continuously applying this pressure. Let's keep a close eye on hero levels because whichever hero manages... No, it doesn't get it with a Rocket Barrage. Whichever heroes manage to capture more medium camps and really take advantage of all that experience that they grant, experience camps as they're oftentimes called, they're really going to be in a great shape for the rest of the game. Oh, Arnold manages to Shroud to prevent death, but he also prevents his own denial, but I think he's actually going to be perfectly fine. No, never mind. The gyrocopter comes up and then finishes him off, and in fact, they're going to get several more kills here. It is now 11-1 with, you know, what I described as a snowball-y team, so getting ahead this early is a pretty big deal, really. Venomancer going no ward build, so he's probably more interested in fighting than farming. You typically max out the wards if you're going to be farming a lot. Like, building a big platform of wards right around here is great because you can pull all 3 of these camps into it. And, you know, you have to have a few outer wards to keep it going, but they'll run right into the core of the wards constantly if you stand there and take a ton of damage. You can farm multiple camps at once. It's really effective. Arnold's going to find a great easy camp here, get some good XP. Larnell's one of the highest MMR players in OAA, classically known as just one of the top farmers. Just Larnell farms. Larnell farms. Larnell just finds farm. Even when you think there's no farm, Larnell finds it, and Larnell gets farmed. It's a
I
beautiful
love how
thing.
the Venomancer used his ult to get that firm though.
What did he ult? Did he ult the boss or
He
the
ulted
camp?
the 2 camps and base.
Nice. Yeah. That's completely reasonable. I mean, it's going to be up in 45 seconds. There's almost no way they're going to have a fight before that point.
Yeah.
Get a nice gale on both those camps. Very cool. Entire team going for their boss a little bit later, but negligibly later. It's very, very similar timing. So yeah, actually interesting. Triple Trank. The boots meta this tournament have been fascinating. We've seen a lot of different boots choices. Radiant team's going for triple cleave, which is really risky in my opinion. Unless maybe the Ursa is gonna go for arcane boots and not upgrade his boots right away. I mean, you should upgrade your boots. It just makes you farm quicker and only costs 100 gold. It's so cheap. Yeah, he could kill that camp before Anti could do anything about it in that specific instance that he just ran into right there.
Alright, I'm out of here for now, boys.
All right, everyone. Oh, there you go. So he upgrades it now. Man,
I don't think I've ever
this
bought
team's
a
been
tower in OAA.
teams have been buying towers with their first core. Isn't that insane? Oh wow, Walks entered this duel with a full duration Gale and Poison Sting still on him, and in fact one more projectile came into the duel and hit him just as the Poison Sting was about to go away. He basically died to damage done entirely before the duel. And then, his teammate, Mr. Random, does not stand a chance against Ursa. So these first core towers are interesting to say the least. Oh my god, the Treant's healing it back up too.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh wow. This is so funny. I love this. This is actually dominating. This is really impressive. What was the team again? Like the 39th seed or something like that is currently up 24-2 on the second seed. This is quite a showing. This is definitely the biggest upset we've seen today. I'd never heard of this team. I only knew about Antidote, and he's kind of a meme player. I didn't know about them in any competitive sense, and man, they are doing well. They overextend right here, and they feed a kill that they really didn't need to. In fact, Storm Spirit dies with a Bloodstone. That's a really bad death. 14 charges. He bought that while dead. He didn't have that yet. Gish just rolling back to base, getting away from the death squad that is controlling the high ground mid. They're not even always on high ground, but especially since they have this vision tower, they can see all of high ground. In fact, I would really like to see Radiant's vision. Oh my god, look at Radiant's vision. They can just see so much of the map. They know exactly what's going on. And since they can win all the fights right now because they're ahead, the Dire team really can't contest this tower that much. What are they going to do about it, They can't try to steal Ancients. The vision tower can see them, And especially with a Storm Spirit, with his global presence, able to zip in on you. This is great. Alright, Boat steals a few, but not a ton. And we see the Shadow Shaman just spamming his ultimate on this tower. That's basically their plan to get rid of the tower, is Shadow Shaman ultimate, which is unfortunate because Shadow Shaman ultimate is usually used for big farming plays to clear out massive camps. It's especially great for ancient stealing. So we're not going to see much of that. Tier 1 bosses still on the map all around. This Ursa... He did get a Diffusal Blade, so there's a chance he's actually going to go for my Ursa build right here, other than the fact that I go for Plate Mail instead of Morbid Mask. But my Ursa build is Quick Butterfly, Quick Scotty, and sometimes a Heart. It depends on the order. So he got Scotty, Diffusal Blade. I think without the full Butterfly, you must have a Heart in order to do these, or you're just going to die a whole bunch. I think he's just going to rely on the ultimate. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have the reset time thing, but he's going to get this boss. I mean, he's Ursa. The stacks last long enough. He's got enough attack speed. He's gonna do it. So I'm super curious if he'll go for the butterfly. I probably would have gone heart this game. I think this game I would have gone heart, early heart, just to guarantee super duper easy bosses so you can just start basically A-clicking through all the bosses. Their team's starting bosses at the same time, though, so the bosses are going to stay pretty even. We're not going to see that overwhelming Ursa snowball where Ursa takes all of the outer tier 1s and then you're screwed. But I do think that this Dire team's going to really struggle to take these middle tier 1s. I think Radiant team's going to fight them if they ever see them getting near it. Very low HP Gish. No Blink Dagger Ursa, though. This is a funny trick you can do. You can Rolling Thunder and TP out.
That's amazing.
You can. I'm pretty sure you can TP while Storm Spirit zipping too.
Oh, the Storm Spirit's getting another kill.
Ooh, maybe. You got boated away. I mean, he did get a kill, but let's see what happens. Yeah, he's going to actually be perfectly fine. They don't have any follow-up for that boat. And in fact, here comes the gyrocopter to try to mess up everyone's day. Storm Spirit's just going to zip into the back and make sure that they get the kill. He's in very deep, though, and he's shackled for a long time.
Oh,
no Hex out of this, though. Does get that. Oh, there's too many people here that are taking
fine.
down the Shadow Shaman. Yeah, and he's just going to be able to zip right out of high ground. The 10 stacks of offsides don't mean anything to a Storm Spirit. He can get away so quickly. He's up to 20 charges on the Bloodstone, and he did upgrade it once. A lot of times you see Storm Spirits upgrading basically everything but the Bloodstone early game, because you might need to rebuy it if the charges get too low. But this Storm Spirit's not afraid of that this game. He says, you know what, I want that extra I want that extra manager regen, I want that extra HP regen, I want just that raw stats it gives me when I update it. Just give me more life, give me more mana. Got another duel. Ooh, double Midas on Not Yet Dead. I guess they're trying to get a Midas comeback here. Very interesting.
Oh, the boat. That's not good.
Pause? Oh, a disconnect, yeah. Ooh, what an
that's
untimely
kinda poopy.
disconnect. That's really rough.
Yeah, he's gonna reconnect and just die.
Ooh, very, very close game between Alpha Boys and OTA on the other stream.
Yeah.
Still. That's looking great. Oh, cool. I see Derpy in the BTS chat. Alchemist boss is so hard to kill.
Yeah, they just all died.
Yeah, so Not Yet Dead have done, obviously, you can tell by their inventories, have done a really good job at making sure that they're securing these tier 1 bosses. Did you happen to see if Not Yet Dead got the bottom middle boss, or if No Anime did?
No, I didn't.
I feel like Not Yet Dead got it, because I think they have more tier 1 cores. This is funny. These guys are both just going to die to the Venomancer. The Venomancer's actually doing a lot of damage.
Oh.
It's an impressive Venom right there.
Oh, the storm's gonna.
Storm
Oh,
Spirit.
no, he's gone.
No, he's
He was getting pretty low.
the slowest thing I've ever seen, but he's going to be fine. 25 Bloodstone charges. Constant living armor coming in. Sticks around for one more charge.
And that tower is still living.
Tower's still alive and healthy. They cannot get that thing to go down. You actually see the Shadow Shaman has a few watchtowers, but I don't know if they'll be able to defend their watchtowers if they do place them. They can place them near their base, though, and they'd be fine. Like, if they place them on their own high ground, they're not going to get taken down. It's just not going to happen, and that is actually a substantial amount of vision.
We're just not doing damage to the. Alright, there we go.
There we go. How's the capture points in a minute and a half? So, capture points going to be really,
Storm's
really,
dead.
really important. Storm Spirit gets caught out. Yeah, as I said, the shackles are so good against Storm Spirit because they just last so long.
Yeah.
Purple just going to drop an ultimate and run away. Mr. Random screaming, saying, "Get back here, Ursa. I'm not done with you." Ursa says, "I'm going to ultimate and not take any damage if that's cool with you." And Mr. Random says, "No, that is not cool with me." But then he himself dies to the Venomancer, who is doing an unbelievable amount of damage. And of course, the gyrocopter hanging out in the back, just flat cannoning down all the creeps and all the heroes. Oh, they did place a high ground vision tower. You see that there now. It's going to be really hard for the Radiant team to take this tower down. But they also just have been fighting in high ground for a good amount of time now. So.
Oh, the Storm died again.
Storm did die
Down
again.
to 16.
Oof, yeah, he had 25, 26 charges just a second ago. He's getting a little cocky, getting arrogant. He really probably should have played it safe for the next 1 to 2 minutes and waited for the capture points, because he's much better off having those tons of charges for the capture points to try to contest them. And if he throws a life or two during capture point contesting, that's totally worth it. Throwing a life or two to get some high ground kills, it's really not worth it.
Yeah, just getting really cocky, it seems.
All right, capture points are active. I don't see no anime really moving in, though. They seem distracted by other bosses and 2 people, I guess, itemizing in well. But down where the action is, you know, they can't actually fight into this Venomancer.
That Veno is just killing. Like, his ult just took out half the Pango's health.
Yeah, they cannot fight into this Veno at all. I mean, look at Anti the Kunkka just sitting in well, taking tons of damage. Like, he's gonna leave now, and he's gonna end up with less, like, a pretty low HP. And no, I guess the other effects finally disappeared, but they're not capping their own capture point, which is a bit silly, but they did secure the enemy's capture point quite convincingly. They seem to just still be going for the high ground camping. They're just trying to lock the opponent in their base and make sure that they don't leave. Ursa has really only been doing a meh job at locking down all the camps. He really could be doing a lot more. He backpacks the Diffusal Blade. I guess he decided that he didn't want it. I do like his current item build quite a bit. I assume he'll turn the Mortar Mask into a Satanic at some point. No Heart Ursa makes boss killing a lot harder, but still totally doable, especially once you get the 25-second reset time. It's really actually pretty effortless past that point, because you can even die and come back, and it'll still have a few of your swipes from before. Especially if you TP to a thrown bottle. Walk's gonna die in well? No. Oof, man, that's so close. I think Poison Sting ticks before Poison Nova does, or he would die there. Or is
Capture
Poison
point's
Sting
still up.
also not lethal? I know Poison Nova's not lethal, but Poison Sting is, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh my god. Storm Spirit, what are you doing? Oh, he didn't even have a Bloodstone that time. He actually sold his Bloodstone. Oh no, never mind, I clicked on the wrong person.
No,
Where
his
is he?
9 stacks. On it.
He just suicided into the enemy well. I think he was
What the
expecting.
hell is he?
I think he was expecting a Dota well. So for anyone who's ever fountain dived in Dota, you can't do that in OAA. Our fountain does percentage-based HP removal, meaning there's no way to reduce it, and it's percentage-based, so it doesn't matter how tanky you are.
I love how the capture point's still active.
Yep. In fact, someone on Dire could just go... No, actually, they couldn't go try to snipe that, because that's probably a bait, because Radiant Team has vision over it because of the Watchtower. So they can actually leave that there as bait for a while if they want, until they actually need the tier 2 core. Gish instantly BKBing upon being hit by Venomancer's shenanigans. But the BKB is going to end, and he's going to still take a lot of damage, because he still has all the effects on him. You see him ticking down to this damage, and of course also taking down to the Ursa. But they do have a lot of lockdown here, and the tree really can't do anything to save this Ursa. The Ursa already used his ultimate, so he can't reduce the damage from the Necro ult, so now it's just a tree, and this tree is going to get destroyed. They have Necro books, so they can just see him. Yeah, that's it. Easy. Easy duel. Easy duel. All right, so the
Oh
Gyrocopter
my
getting a
God.
little cocky here. No, never mind. He's got the Storm Spirit zipping in. He's perfectly fine. This is one of the few bosses that you can take 1 or 2 hits from and be perfectly fine. You just can't take 3 or 4 and be perfectly fine because the damage per attacks on that Fury Swipes is 150, and it adds up quick.
The game on the Beyond Beast Summit
Ooh.
stream is 68 to 68.
Wow, that's awesome. We have some really good top 8 games. This is so cool.
Radiant is almost 200k ahead though.
Oh, that's awesome. Radiant's ahead. Good. That means they're likely to have it. So if Radiant wins that other game, then they're going to have a game 3 also. If we have 2 different
the
game
server
3s...
crashed.
The server crashed? Okay,
The
what
server
they have to
crashed.
do is host an all-pick game, get on the same teams, have the exact same players, and all pick the same heroes. And when the game starts, it'll start paused where they left off.
Okay. Can you tell them that? I'm
Yes.
sure you have better contact to the players. Okay. Cool. Let's really hope that works.
Yeah, indeed.
Chris,
Still,
right?
Radiant is still just base camping them though.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
I think
Hi, I'm
Want to
here
open?
for the rehost.
Yeah, so you guys just need to host a game of Unranked. Do all
Okay.
the same teams, all the same heroes, exact same layout, exactly the same players playing the same heroes, and then the game will start
Okay.
paused where you left off.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck. And I'm going to quickly check the code because I thought of something that might prevent it from working.
Oh, the Storm Spirit died to creeps.
Oh,
So he's at
Bonnie,
10
are you still
charges
here?
now.
Okay. Well,
So-
I'm gonna... Oh, sorry.
I know, of course.
So also just quick thing. Not Yet Dead is down 72 to 25 in their game 2 right now. They won the first game.
Alright, alright.
No Anime has like 2 Immortal 94 players. They have an Immortal 100 and an Immortal 1200, and then one guy that we all know from OAA.
All right, let's go.
And of course, the
Right?
crash had to happen to Alpha Boys again. Because who else?
Oh,
I know.
Poor Alpha Boys.
Poor
yeah.
Alpha Boys. Every
But,
time
I
their
mean,
games
we
get
added-
close.
We added this shit in pretty much for them, so let's hope it works.
Yeah, basically.
It implemented exactly for those guys, for nobody else.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to KP again.
Okay. Alpha Boy
Storm
said,
Spirit.
"What the fuck just happened?
Huh?
Why did my Sublime text just randomly? Oh my god, is my computer updating? I think my computer might have initiated an update. It might shut down any
Oh
second.
no.
Uh,
Oh no.
Maybe. I don't know. One of my programs just randomly closed without a error or anything. And then my computer started going really slow for a second, but nothing else closed, so.
The
Okay.
Storm Spirit keeps on dying to creeps. I don't think it's gonna matter, but he has
All
7
pass
charges now.
Server. Yeah, okay, awesome. I don't actually check what map, because we renamed the maps, and I was worried that I was checking if you loaded OAA map. But I actually don't check the maps at all. All I check is the teams and players.
So could you reload into a 10v10 except it's a 5v5 in the lobby?
No, it only initiates save state. Also, all the players need to be in. So it creates a hash of all the players. What is my computer doing right now?
But it doesn't include the exact map, right?
Hmm?
But it doesn't include the exact same map, you said?
The exact what? I heard like
The,
Stein map.
the exact same map.
The exact
you
same
don't
map.
need-
Well,
Because ranked and because captain's mode and unranked are different maps. That's all.
oh yeah, so I was worried that I was hard checking on the map, but I actually don't. Make sure. Wait. Save state. Lua. Wait, no, this is the wrong one.
I
Save
like how
load. That's what it's called. Duh. I'm dumb.
I like how Killer Pigeon keeps shitposting in Twitch chat. Here, error message deciphered. It was from Valve. It says this is not a BBC validated major.
Gotta love the shitposts. I hope their thing worked. Okay, I want to... Actually, I mean, fortunately, this game was kind of already decided by the time that drama happened, so we didn't really miss too much action here. It's just no anime pushing their lead a little more. NYD doing a good job of coming back into it. You know, they have 35 kills now. Ooh, he let Walks get the runes. You fucked up bad, buddy. You fucked up real bad. Now you're gonna lose more Bloodstone charges. Or will you? No, you're definitely
He doesn't
gonna
even
lose
care
more
about them.
Bloodstone charges.
He doesn't care about Bloodstone charges anymore. He keeps on dying to creeps.
That's pretty
Like,
weird.
he's at 5. He died to. Look at that. He just died again.
What's he doing? Well, he was in a fight there. That makes sense.
I know, but like, he ran into a boss with no health and then just died.
A game crashed, so we're seeing a save load state works. A game crashed. It's funny. It was a game with one of the teams that was in the finals from that tournament that like crashed over and over and over again, you know. And the meme back then was that the other team was DDoSing Valve servers. So now everyone's like, it wasn't kindergarten. It was Alpha Boys all along. Everyone's DDoSing. Yeah, but hey, we got save
Did
load
you
now,
see
so
the
they're
storm-
just gonna resume where they left off. I'm pretty excited for that.
The Storm Spirit got away with Bloodlust on him, or what the Bloodseeker ult, and just continued to run with no health and died.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
he's not caring at all.
Storm is not playing. Who's playing Storm?
Nail probably, isn't he?
Sammy boy.
No,
boy.
we're looking at a different game. That guy's Immortal 162.
Okay, he's just getting cocky, that's what it is.
Yeah, I honestly think he's just like memeing and trolling and just having fun. I can't believe they ever actually capped that other cap point also. I also can't believe that this watchtower's been up the whole game and then they set up another one right next to it. Like,
Amazing.
guys, the BM is real. The BM is really real. Alright, I assume it worked because they haven't said anything to me yet. Or maybe they're just still loading.
I think they're still loading because
Yeah. Can you spectate in on their game and see if they're still loading?
I am not friends with anyone in that game, so
Ah, damn it. Hang on. Is there anyone else here that can?
I can
Gecko,
spec- yeah, I
Can
can.
you just spectate their game? Because I want to make it so my recording, even though I'm not talking about this game the whole time, I want to record the whole game so I can put this on YouTube. Sorry, the commentary hasn't been great because another game crashed, but I still would like to record it. So I'd love it if you could just spectate their game and make sure it worked. And also, it should be really cool seeing it work. Oof,
Yes, they are level 40, 34, 41, 31,
They all have
45.
items and everything. No one's bitching about stuff. Looks good.
And the right side is just spams talents and talents and talents and talents.
Oh yeah, I think. So I don't restore your talent levels. I refund the skill points, so you have to reskill them all. There's no
Yeah, so they are
programmatically
now
skill a
leveling the
talent.
talent.
Yeah.
So now they are leveling the talent.
Ooh, great fight from Not Yet Dead right here. They kill
Oh my God.
basically the entire team and secure a capture point, which is going to get them a level. This is level 3 core, right? Are they at the 3? They're not at the 4 yet. Yeah, it's still level 3. So they're going to get a level 3 core here, which is awesome.
that
Oh my
Venom
god, I
is
can't wait to
coming
see it
in,
on.
though.
I can't wait to see it on stream.
It just happened on stream.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
Yes, they are.
Hey, it
Okay,
worked.
It's up.
so this isn't exactly where we are, but it's
Chris
close to where we
MPP
are,
says
so
Pada.
That's good.
Yes.
Nice.
So, to kind of like lay it out a bit.
I'm the best
last
programmer
time
ever.
we
It
had
worked.
Oh
my God, it worked. Look at it. Oh,
That's
my
The
awesome.
main problem there was really that Valve doesn't provide servers that are as good as the regular Dota servers to custom games as they provide them to everybody.
Part of chilling his
Right.
his own stream.
So we implemented
the
our
In
own
chat
save and load
is
system. where the game
spamming
will actually
Not my
reload
dev
the game,
now, bitches.
at the point where it crashed. It's not flawless, but it's better than having to replay the entire game from scratch.
The Dire
Also,
just keeps on winning fights though. And the Storm Spirit
this
is
is
just
really
has no
something where we can't-
Bloodstone charges.
Dire Team is actually coming back this game, which is insane. What is the Storm
Look
Spirit
at that.
doing?
He just he's so low on blood charges, but he's not even losing them anymore.
What is he doing? I don't understand. I feel like they had this game and it was definitely going to go to game 3. Like, I mean, I even mentioned earlier I considered stopping recording it, and I was like, oh, the game was already decided. They're throwing so hard. Oh my god. They need to get it together. This Ursa needs to take a lot more bosses. They need to stop dying in every single fight, and they need to do something about this Bloodstone. I mean, what the hell are you doing? Somewhere in the back, though, Walks is getting annihilated. The Venomancer and the Gyrocopter have just been on the north side of this duel, clicking their way through, and just getting a lot done. The Venomancer went with the Poison Nova AoE, so he's just going for the Nova hitting everyone. And he is upgrading an Aghanim Scepter, though, so once he gets that maxed out Aghanims, all of his wards are also going to gain the Plague Ward talent, which is huge.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, they can't deal with the Gyro. That fight looked good at the start of it, but it's only because Gyro was off the screen at the top and you didn't realize that he was full HP massacring all the supports. He is going to get just shat on by this Ogre, though. There they go.
Yeah, the Radiant was just way too ahead. Like, Dire couldn't come back from that.
Did the game crash again?
No, it's just paused.
Yeah, it looks like it's still paused,
Yeah.
right? I think they're just, like, figuring out their shit. Also, while it's paused, things like net worth lead, game clock, none of those things update. So once it unpauses, like, a bunch of shit's suddenly gonna click and happen. Alright, they got the boats, they got the Scream. Boats and Scream are really, really, really good. And, oh, interesting! The Medusa went for a Mask of Madness. I haven't seen Mask of Madness picked in competitive play
We had
in
a
very,
second
very
crash,
long time.
and we need to
Oh
reload
no.
it.
Just do it again. You can just do that forever. But that's concerning.
The Gyro is dead in this duel though. But it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I
Ursa's
think they got placed inside each other on stream.
Yeah, they got to round 3.
All right, we're going to see a game 3 with these guys, which is super duper awesome.